remains when we were flying our drone.
Breaking news, a potential break in a case that rocked the nation.
We are here to seek justice for Peyton, Evelyn, and Olivia.
Travis Decker, the man accused of murdering his 3 little girls, likely found dead.
I'm so thankful for the time that I had with the girls.
109 days searching, looking for answers.
We hope this brings to closure.
Now, finally, one step closer to closure. And yes, that closure inching closer for anyone who knew and loved these 3 young girls. 9-year-old Peyton, 8-year-old Olivia, and 5-year-old Evelyn. Their father and suspected killer now likely found dead. The Chelan County Sheriff telling KIRO 7 they believe they have his remains. This, the first potential sighting of Decker since May. This doorbell camera, the last time he was seen alive before he picked up his daughters for a scheduled visitation that they would never return from. Their bodies were found at a campground outside Leavenworth, and for 3.5 months, search crews have been scouring the area, team after team, agency after agency, hoping they would find him dead or alive. The terrain, though, presenting its own challenges, a remote, heavily forested place. 2 sheriff's departments and multiple federal agencies teaming up now to tackle the terrain to come to this moment. Thank you for joining us at 11. I'm Elle Thomas. Now, we are still waiting for a positive confirmation on those remains. They were found not far from the girls' bodies and the crime scene at the Rock Island campground. The remains found nearby there at the Grindstone Mountain. They have been sent for testing. Let's get to KIRO 7's Samantha Lomiba joining us live now from Leavenworth. So, Samantha, you heard from Chelan County Sheriff Mike Morrison earlier tonight. Did he say why they believe these remains are Decker's?
The Chelan County Sheriff says they found items they believe belong to Travis Decker next to those remains just about 16 miles west of where we are now on a remote area of Grindstone Mountain. Take a look. Here's a better look at some daytime video of the terrain the sheriff's office has been searching over the past few months and where we've been reporting. The sheriff says there's still DNA testing to be done to confirm this is Travis Decker. But here's what they did find. Deputies say they discovered clothing similar to what Decker was wearing when he was last seen, along with personal items believed to be his in a very decomposed body. Here's what Sheriff Mike Morrison had to say about the discovery.
We're able to get a on-the-ground confirmation they were human remains. We've since collected some items from that and sending it out to Washington State Patrol's crime lab to see if we can get DNA confirmation if it is Mr. Decker.
The sheriff says they've been in contact with the Decker family and are asking for privacy and, of course, some respect at this time. Now, these remains, like you mentioned, were not found far off from where the bodies of his 3 daughters were found here at a campground outside of Leavenworth. Now, how law enforcement, after all these months, were finally able to track down those remains, I'll have that for you in just about 15 minutes. Live in Leavenworth, Samantha Lomiba, KIRO 7 News.
A case that has captivated the country, and a lot of people want answers. Samantha, thank you. Now, the search for Decker has been long and it's been heartbreaking. On May 30th, Decker took his 3 daughters for their first scheduled visitation with him. Just days later, on June 2nd, their bodies were discovered and Decker was officially declared missing. And then after June 2nd, a full force operation began. For 2 weeks, crews launched multiple touch-and-go searches. But the last major update came August 25th when the FBI was brought in to revisit that search area. The FBI found a handful of evidence and bones. Those turned out not to be human. So in all, there have been major searches focused on that area 3 times surrounding the campground. Decker, the sole target in all of this. At the crime scene, his blood was found on the tailgate of a truck alongside some of his personal items. And his DNA alone was found on the plastic bags and zip ties that were on the girls' bodies. The sheriff hoping today's potential discovery will bring the family closure. Sheriff Morrison telling us he has spoken with Whitney, the girls' mother. The last time we heard from her was at a vigil in June.
I'm so thankful for the time that I had with the girls. And how the 3 feelings allowed us to connect when the world slowed down.
We have reached out to Whitney's attorney so far. We haven't heard back. Now, this case has had a lot of twists and turns over the last few months. We've compiled our coverage on everything from the last memorial for the Decker girls to details about Decker's life after military service. You can find all of it on KIRO7.com. And we also have a link posted to their mother's GoFundMe page, which has now amassed $1.28 million in donations. And we have seen more and more donations coming in once again, many just within the last 40 minutes. We will continue our coverage from Leavenworth in about 10 minutes here. Also happening